What's going on, guys? Just battening down the hatches before the big storm. I left my electrical cord out last time. The landlord is just telling me, so I put it away. I took some plywood sheets and I put it over top this crate of wood that's drying. And then I have like, 14 bags of cherry here. I just threw the tarp on it. And I want to chop up these red oak rounds into smaller pieces, put it in this crate, and then tarp that up too. This wood's still fresh, and I don't want it to soak for the next 2 days in the big storm. So I'm just gonna hack these up quick and then pack everything up and get out of here. These chunks I'm gonna throw into this crate here and then throw the tarp over everything over here. Time to do another delivery to the smokehouse. And I got 40 bags here altogether. Never had so many bags ahead of time. I don't have to start making more soon. I'm just waiting for some more wood to dry. Back in the wood yard after a few days off. I've done a little bit here and there, just coming quickly. One of the days was just for battening down the hatches when we had a big rainstorm. So I covered up all these bags of smoker wood. I see a spider's gotten in here and created some webbing. And then I got all this birch in here and a little bit of Norway maple that's supposed to mix in so that it's spread out to my 18-inch. Let me check over here what's going on. I have 2 rows of 18-inch here. There's one and there's the other. I'm not really seeing much birch in there, but there definitely is some in there. You can see there's a piece on top and a couple pieces there. I guess I'll just filter it in. And then maybe a few more in one of the crates way down there. The second last crate on the top. And then you can see how the rain's churned up all the dirt here. I was just checking my smoker wood crates over here in Smokerwood City, and I do want to bag up this sugar maple and oak, but I was just testing out the oak. Some of it's not that dry. I'd like it to dry a little more. Maybe I'll just leave it for now, or maybe I'll do a few bags anyway. Let me check this maple. It's a denser piece. It's a bigger piece too. Not as dense, but big. There's still a knot in there. There's going to be some of this stuff dry because it's maple. Yeah, like that's good to go. Almost anyway. But I can bag it up and it's still going to sit for a few more weeks before it sells anyway. So I have another 30 bags in the container here. And then I got this stuff to split here. And I got to start getting some more maple, guys, because I'm getting low here. Once I'm done this, then there's absolutely no maple left. I guess I should uncover this mulberry. And this has got a split too. It's going to start drying real nice next few days because it's pretty warm out for spring anyway. And you can see all this sawdust I've been laying down here to try and even out the ground here. I'm going to dig up these patio stones because this makes it a little bit high at this point here. But that kind of means that I have to split this and I have to split that because there's one under there. You can just see the corner of it. I'm all full of barrels at the shop now. I got a ton up there still. I should do a count here. And a whole nother set over here. This wheelbarrow has some holes in it. And it's not draining because the holes are plugged, so I'm just gonna turn it around and take it down to the end over there and dump out the water. And what else? I got this pile of split wood saving up for a customer. He's gonna spend about 300 bucks and he's gonna sit on it until it's dry next year. He's just gonna stack it in the garage. And then I got all these cutoffs that I gotta burn, and well, for my wood stove at the shop, so I'm gonna pack these in the truck. Maybe I should do that today. That would be a good idea. Yeah, I guess I will. I'll just load all those smoker wood bags on. I'm gonna be overstocked with cherry at the shop, and I'll probably have about 20 bags there. That's way more than enough that I need at the shop. So since I use the veggie oil for the bar oil, in the winter it gels up. So what I do is I just get a no-name brand of bar oil and I just mix it in about 50-50. So I did that this year and I didn't even need it because it didn't even really get that cold, right? There's a few days where it's like really cold at night, It will gel up on those really cold nights, but if you mix in the no-name bar oil after, it won't really mix in that well. So it's kind of good that I did it, but I almost didn't need to. But the other day when I was coming back to the scrapyard towards the shop, there's a couple jugs of veggie oil just sitting out there for somebody to take away. I still have a couple jugs at the shop, but it's nice to get some free stuff too. Okay guys, so that's about it. There's a little bit of wood in the tree service yard. I just haven't been able to get in there. I might actually have to get on the road and try and go find some, because I suspect that because of the state of the economy, that the tree cutters, they're not out that much, right? They're not getting many jobs. That's just a theory, but it's probably true anyway. So I haven't heard from the main tree cutter who calls me all the time, and haven't heard from anybody else. But I don't really hear from anybody else throughout the year. It's very little that I get that another company calls me to pick up wood. So there's a couple places. There's one in West Toronto, and then just across the border into Mississauga, there's another yard there. There's a video I did called The World's Biggest Wood Yard, and that yard there, it's a place that these guys just kept dumping firewood like crazy in there, and there's just a massive pile. Like, that pile would fill up this whole area and more. Just the first pile alone, it would fill this whole entire area, probably up to the height of the 40-yard bin. And then they have another huge pile in the back. So they got quite a lot of wood there, but then they started moving debris into the pile, right? And you'd see like chips, and you'd see a little bit of branches, and you know, a lot of the mud that came off the ground. So a lot of the wood is just buried in there. There's a lot of good dry wood. Some of it's probably obviously rotten by now, but it'd be nice to get in there and see what I could get, right? But I don't know, they just keep piling it up, and I haven't really picked up much wood in the last like few years, so I can't stop there. So anyways, that's it for today. Not really much going on. Zero splitting and zero cutting, and just filled up the truck. Got maybe 3/4 of a face cord of cutoffs, and I'm gonna put in my crates for the wood stove to dry. I have 4 empty crates there at the shop, and I have another 4 that's full of wood. I have one that's half full, and so those 5 are dry, and then I have maybe almost a crate inside the shop. So I've got a lot of wood for next year too, that's for sure. And then I'm gonna fill up those other 4 crates. So this is probably gonna be 1 crate, maybe a bit. So I got basically almost 3 more crates to go. And then the 15 bags of the cherry, the 10 bags of the sugar maple mixed with oak. Then I put 1 more bag of oak in there because I have 0 oak at the shop to sell for 100% oak orders. Doing some of that oak that I have over there, that's going to be bagged up too, because like I said, I don't have any oak, and a customer just came by and I scrounged up. I had 3 bags that I brought over to the shop, and then I scrounged up 1 with some wood that I had in the shop. So I was just able to pull his order off without having to come to the wood yard too to finish off that 4th bag. You know, I don't want the guy to order 4 bags and then he comes for 3, right? So I got that done and got him the sale. So anyways guys, I'll see you next time. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and all that good stuff.